Good morning students. Here in this video we'll start the chapter 9 Profit and Loss of class 7 maths. We'll solve some of the maths of exercise 9.1. Let's start the chapter Profit and Loss. The cost price is represented as CP and the selling price is represented as SP. There are two conditions. When this cost price is lesser than the selling price, then there is some gain or profit. That means when CP is lesser than SP, then there is a profit, and this profit is equal to selling price which is greater minus cost price. The second condition is when the cost price is greater than the selling price, then we will say that there is some loss which is equal to CP, that is cost price minus selling price SP. Here CP is greater, that means cost price is greater. We have an example. Smita bought a toy of rupees 400. So 400 is the cost price here. Okay. Now, and sold it to Bobby by rupees 440. So this is SP. So we have the cost price as 400 and the selling price as 440. So this is greater, this 440 is greater than this CP 400. So there is some profit earned by Smita, and this profit is equal to SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price, 440 minus 40. So rupees 40 is the net profit here. So the formula for profit percent, see, the formula for profit percent is given because the profit is on the amount of CP, on the amount of cost price. So this profit is out of CP. Okay, so for the profit percent we can use, see, profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100. Okay, now if it is loss, then again we will say this loss is out of this CP, so loss by CP into 100. This is the formula for loss percent. Suppose that we have the profit percent only. Okay, we have only the profit percent and we have to find out the profit. Then if we have the CP, then we will directly write like that, CP into profit by 100, or we can say that this profit by 100 of this CP. Okay, the profit percent of this CP. If it is loss, then we will write here like loss is equal to CP into loss percent. That means whatever the loss percent is given by 100. Okay, if you calculate this, we will get the net loss amount. Okay, now for Smita gains some profit, so there would be some profit percent. This 40 is the profit and divided by this 400 is the cost price, and if it is multiplied with 100, we will get the profit percent. Here we will have 10% as the profit percent for Smita. Okay, now jump to the next page. Here we have exercise 9.1. Question number 1, all maths you can solve by using the formulas. Now we will start with question number 2. In question number 2, it is given that, let me zoom it. Okay, see, it is given that the the selling price is given. The selling price of an article is 2720 and the CP is not given here. Okay, the CP is not given, so we will assume the CP as rupees 100. So let the CP of the article is 100, that we have assumed, but it is given. Remember that it is given, but here this 100 we have assumed that the CP is 100, the cost price is 100. Now loss percent is given 15%. Okay, so loss percent, so loss amount, we will find the amount of loss, that means net loss is equal to 15%, that is 15 by 100 of the cost price 100. Okay, it is a simple calculation, so we will get rupees 15 as the loss amount. Okay, I am telling loss amount, 15% is the loss percent, but the loss amount is rupees 15. Okay, rupees 15 it is when the assumed cost price is 100. For assumed cost price 100, the loss amount is 15. So the SP, that means the selling price for such condition when it is assumed as 100 and it is as 15%, it is got, we have 15 rupees. Okay, so this CP minus loss is equal to the SP, that is cost price minus loss is equal to the selling price. So here this 100 minus 15 is equal to 85 is the selling price, Now in the next line we will use the unitary method here. After this we will use the unitary method. Here we have the selling price as 85 when we assumed the CP as 100. So if the selling price is 1, then the CP is 100 by 85, 100 by 85. Now we have the given condition SP, that is selling price is 2720. Then the cost price, that is we have to find out, that is required. This cost price is equal to 2720 into 100 divided by 85. If we solve this, we'll get 3200 rupees as answer. Now for question number 3, only the hint is given. See, it is not solved. You can solve this. In the question it is given that the CP is, that is cost price is 3 by 5 of the selling price, and the selling price is given. The selling price is given as rupees 25,000. So as per the question is given here, in the question it is given that CP is 3 by 5 of SP. So the CP we can find out by using this relation. Okay, 3 by 5 of means multiply 3 by 5 of 25,000, and we will get the cost price as 15,000. Okay, and the selling price is 25,000, that is we have given the question. So by using those we can find out the profit and profit percent. Now jump to the next question. Before this we have a direct formula for SP and CP. See how those direct formula we got. We know that the SP, the selling price, is equal to cost price plus profit. But suppose that the net profit is not given, but the profit percent is given, then this SP, that is selling price, is equal to cost price plus, okay, plus cost price plus the profit, and net profit is not given, but the profit percent is given. So we have the formula for profit, it is CP into profit percent by 100. Okay, so it is CP into profit percent by 100. Now this is actually, this whole term is actually the formula for SP. So we will take the CP as common. For this SP we have taken this CP, cost price, as common. Now inside the bracket what we have this CP is taken common, so 1 is left here, so this is 1 we have put here. Now plus is here, so we'll put plus here. Now from inside the bracket what is taken common? It is CP taken common. Okay, so profit percent by 100 is left here, so it is 1 plus profit percent by 100, as you can see. CP into 1 plus, inside the bracket 1 plus profit percent by 100, when we have to find out, when we are about to find out the selling price. Okay, so this is what we got the as a formula. The SP, selling price, is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percent divided by 100, and this formula is applicable when we have the cost price and the profit percent only, and we have to find out the SP. Now if we proceed in the similar way, we have the formula for the selling price if we have the loss percent. So here the selling price is equal to cost price into, inside the bracket it is 100 minus, remember, 100 minus loss percent divided by 100. Okay, now suppose in some condition we have the selling price but we don't have the cost price, but we have the profit percent, then what we will do? See, I am telling that this is given and this is given, but this is what we have to find out. Okay, so for this cost price, see, the cost price is remains here, this is the cost price. Okay, and this selling price is multiplied with this 100, so this selling price is multiplied with this 100. Okay, and this is taken by common. Okay, 100 plus profit. Okay, so this CP, cost price, is equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus profit. And in the same way we have the cost price if we have the selling price and loss percent. See, for this the cost price is equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 by 100 minus loss. Okay, this is the formula. So you have to remember those direct formulas. Now jump to the next question, question number 4. In question number 4, it is given that the selling price of a table is rupees 900 and the loss percent is 25%. Now we can use the direct formula. Here the selling price is given, okay, SP is given and the loss percent is given. So for cost price we have the formula like that, okay. For cost price we can use the formula SP into 100 by 100 minus loss, okay. We can directly use the formula. So this CP, that is cost price, equal to 900, which is the selling price, okay. 900 into 100 divided by 100 minus 25. 25 means the loss percent. So if we calculate this, we have 900 into 100 divided by 75, and the amount we got as the CP, cost price, as 1200 rupees, okay. Now in the question it is given that if the selling price, if the table is sold now by rupees 950, okay. So we have the cost price here 1200, 1200, and we have the selling price now, the new selling price, as 950. So for there is some loss, okay, because this one is greater, so the loss is can be calculated by CP minus SP, because CP is greater and SP is smaller. So 1200 minus 950, what we got, the amount, loss amount is 250 rupees, 200, the net loss. Now we have to find out the loss percent, and we can use the direct formula for the loss percent, because we have the loss as 250 divided by the cost price as 1200 into 100. If we solve it, we will have 250 by 12%, or we can say that 20 whole 5 by 6% loss. Remember that you have to mention the word loss here. This is the loss percent. Now jump to the next question number 5. For question number 5 only hint is given, okay. So what hint given? See, in question number 5 we have 200 copies of a book, okay, and we have to deal with each copy, okay. So the CP of one book, that is one copy, it is not book, one copy, we can find out. See, this is what we have, the CP of one copy of the book is rupees 40. So the CP means cost price, it is given, okay. Now find the SP of one book. See, we have the loss percent and we have to find out the SP. We can use the direct formula here, because CP is given and the in the question 5% loss percent is given, okay. 5% is the loss percent, okay, it is given. So we can use the direct formula to find out the SP. Now jump to the next question. Question number 6 you can solve, okay. You should try to solve. You can solve question number 6 because it is similar as question number 5 and the previous questions. So we'll jump to the next question, question number 7. Here we have the overhead expenses. That means first the car is purchased worth rupees 85,800, and there is some overhead expenses on its stereo and some other accessories, okay, worth rupees 20,200. So the overall CP, that means the overall expenditure on this car, okay, the overall investment on the car, that is called overall CP, is equal to the overall expenses and the purchase price, that is this one plus this one. So what we have, this is what, 1,06,000, or we can say that 106,000, okay. And the profit percent is given as 15%, and we have the overall CP or CP, we can say. So we can find out the selling price by using the direct formula, okay. So the selling price equal to, the direct formula is here, CP into 100 plus profit divided by 100. So you can use the direct formula. What we have, it is 121,900, okay, rupees. That much is the SP of the selling price of the car. Okay, now jump to the next question. Question number 8. Question number 8 is an interesting question. Yes, I am repeating the question. I am reading the question first. If the selling price of 8 orange is equal to the cost price of 12 orange, find the profit percent. Okay, now see, here we have started by assuming the CP of 1 orange, that is the cost price of 1 orange, as rupees 1. Now the cost price of 8 orange is rupees 8, but the selling price of 8 orange is rupees 12. Here this 12 means the cost price of 12 orange, because cost price of 1 orange is 1 rupees, so cost price of 12 orange is rupees 12, but it is given in the question that the selling price of 8 orange is equal to the 12. Okay, that is rupees 12, that is the CP of 12. Now we are dealing with the 8 orange only. Okay, only 8 orange. So for 8 orange, rupees 8 is the cost price, and for 8 orange, rupees 12 is the selling price. So we have to find out the profit here. So this is SP minus CP. Selling price minus cost price equal to rupees 4 is the profit. Now we have to find out the profit percent. We have the formula 4 by 8. Okay, 4 by 8 means 4 is the profit and 8 is the cost price. So 4 by 8 into 100, 50% is the answer. Profit percent is 50. Question number 9c. In question number 9, we have 40 eraser, the cost price of 40 eraser. Okay, so we have to find out the cost price of 1 eraser. See, it is written here, this is cost price. Okay, now this is not the selling price, this is cost price. This is not CP, this is cost price of what 40 eraser. Okay, so 40 eraser is given here. 40 eraser for the cost price of 40 eraser is given here rupees 240. So the cost price of 1 is equal to 6. And one more thing, the selling price of 30 eraser is given rupees 165. Okay, so the selling price, it is selling price. Okay, now it is selling price. So for one eraser, the selling price is rupees 5.5. Okay, now we can deal with those two terms. This one is selling price. I am telling selling price, it is written wrong here. Okay, na, it is wrong. It is selling price and it is the cost price. This is wrong. Okay, now you can get the answer. Question number 11 is not the complete solution, but see, you can understand the hint is given here. For SP equal to 6,000, that means there are two watches, each of 6,000. So for SP 6,000, for one watch, we have to find out the CP when there is a 20% of gain. So we can use the direct formula for CP to find out, because we have SP. Okay, we can use the direct formula to find out this CP. Again, we can find out the direct formula for CP, cost price, with this 20% loss. Then we have two cost prices. Okay, then we can add those cost prices to get the overall cost price. Okay, for two watches. Okay, now the selling price of two watches is 6,000 plus 6,000, so it is 12,000. Now we have the selling price as 12,000 and we have the cost price here, whatever you got. Okay, now we can use those two data and get the profit first or loss first and then get the profit percent. So this is it. Thank you, class.